So I just wanted to talk about something that I've been doing lately that I have found to be very successful in marketing my books. I'm a self-published author. It's just a little weird, given my track record with the entertainment industry. So if you follow me, you may have been seeing things like this, or things like this, or maybe something like this. As I mentioned before, I am a self-published author. I currently have 2 books out in an original series. The series is called The Wonderful Lady Bee. This is volume 1 and this is volume 2. Both are available for purchase through the link in my bio. I am very proud of my series. I do basically everything on my own to market it and create it. I get my ass to the post office a couple of times a week. I send out shipments. I will sign things. I sell them at 2 stores in Salem. They are both available at Nocturne Salem and also the Witchery if you're down by the wharf. The last couple days I've been posting those photos. I have gotten a ton of sales. I've gotten a ton of downloads. I've gotten a couple people interested in being like, oh my God, I want to buy the book when I have money. Like, don't panic. Spend money on the necessities. I know that my thing is a luxury. It will be there for you when you have money. Don't feel bad about it. You're fine. I know school's coming back too. People got to buy textbooks. People got to move back to colleges. People got to get their shit together. Don't worry about it. You're good. It's fine. The books will be there. It ain't that deep. But before The Wonderful Lady Bee ever existed, was ever even a thought, a twinkle in my eye, if you will, and even before COVID, I was a freelance model. And that was like a job that I had. I modeled a lot in Philly. I modeled a lot in Jersey. I modeled in New York sometimes. I was also in the burlesque scene, so I would do stuff like this, which I think looks like a still from a A24 movie. So just saying, I would go back to acting. And I fought tooth and nail to get an agent. Last time I checked, I applied to over 80 agencies, some of which were not even in the country that I was in at the time. That was for both modeling and acting. But unfortunately, just because the photographers love you and want to work with you doesn't mean that the industry is like willing to put you in those situations. I do not meet the international requirements for modeling. I'm 5'6". I think the requirement is 5'7" at least. I did find the test shots that I did for an agency though, and they did not take me. I did chop off my hair again and dye it really, really dark, but I have a theory about why they asked me to do that. This was at a time when Euphoria was really hot. And if you were above a size 6 and you were kind of like a curve model, they wanted you to try to look like Barbie Ferreira. Which is just, she's cute, but that's not going to happen for her. This was also at a time where I've been told my whole acting career that I had a great face, but everything below my neck was a horror show. Actual quote I once got from a director. And this was at a time where I started to realize that my face was also a problem. My eyes were too sunken in. I had bad teeth. I had freckles. I wasn't commercial enough to be commercial, but I wasn't editorial enough to be like one of the cool alien girls. But I mean, like, she's in her brat era. And as a freelancer, I wasn't a slouch either. I ended up in Vogue Italia on the website, but it's there. See what that says? That says Vogue right there. People who worked for Vogue had to look at me and put me on the internet. But this is a picture that Morgan took of me yesterday. And I think she's very Sex and the City coded, specifically that episode where Carrie Bradshaw is a normal person model and has to go and walk around and falls flat on her fucking face. I am a little more financially responsible than Carrie Bradshaw. Only a smidge more. And I don't keep sweaters in my stove because that's a safety hazard. But I have so many friends who are photographers whose work I now use to market my books, and they're really excited about that because, you know, we made some really great work together. I have tried to get an agent in Boston, both for acting and modeling, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. I'm a freelancer for life. But I have a lot of great memories. It's serving me well in my new pursuit. It's just very odd to be told for years about every flaw that you have and how you should fix it, and then some of them you can't fix and you're never going to be successful. And now it is part of my marketing to use my own image, and people see that, and then they see me, and then they read what I wrote, and then they want to buy the books, and they want to look at me, and it's a very weird feeling. I think a lot of authors are more comfortable just sort of being in the background and sort of not being the center of attention and really just wanting to talk about their work. And I have put myself in the front and center of my work. And now it's people don't just see Lauren as an author, they see Lauren as Barbara Bixby, because I put myself there and I made myself the image of my creation, and it's very weird. It's also weird seeing pictures of my younger self and thinking, like, this girl only could see the problems instead of what was the good stuff there. And the good stuff is serving her later in life, but I wish I would have appreciated me then at the time, because I was beautiful. I was, and I still am, I think. I'm in a different way than I was, but she was good. There was nothing wrong with her. She was just where she needed to be. And this girl is also good. And she's exactly where she needed to be and needs to be. And where I need to be again is back at La Padrona, where I can get a Birth of Venus martini, because those things are fucking delicious. So yeah, if you support my pretty face having a drink in my hand, buy my books. But yeah, moral of the story, don't stress about where you are. Don't stress about where you're going to be. Don't stress. Because your pretty face deserves a drink in their hand. Alcoholic or non-alcoholic.